Hi, we're starting.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yo,
Hello, everyone.
yeah.
Start here.
Do we need introductions at this point? I mean, I'm not sure
Um,
how many viewers are
Yes,
concurrent.
it probably might be good.
Yes. Ace. God, I
Ace,
keep saying
Ranger, Bird, whatever.
that's fairly accurate.
Pigeon, maybe.
Kuthar.
Hotel Trivago.
Thanks. Hotel Trivago was my entrance there. There we go.
Sure.
If you're not, you eat Snickers.
Nicoletta.
Nicoletta, Lauren, Ix, any of those names will do. Ram, Furbolg, Barbarian.
Neat.
Hello, I'm playing Andromeda. My name is Vorlov. Let's see. Andromeda is Crab Paladin.
Yes. Alright. So we are going to jump right into the game with a slightly wounded Ace and Nicoletta
An unconscious Andromeda.
dragging an unconscious Andromeda, kind of both hands or both arms around the shoulder kind of deal. Her feet kind of dragging along as you walk through the fairly well kept path in all fairness. And they make it all the way to the Nimble Inn, where Kuthar and Carolyn are waiting.
Sorry, I was dragging back Andromeda.
Yeah, because you were there with Ace.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Canonically,
You are one
yes.
of the few people there.
Canonically, yes. Okay. And they're standing outside the inn
They're inside doing in things.
in things. You know, hip like the kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm
Talking
sorry.
about raccoons and all that.
What are
I almost spit out my pop. Don't do that.
Haven't the foggiest.
Huh.
I'm gonna drag Andromeda back up to my room and heal. Let her
I
heal.
completely. Never mind. Wait. There. Stream. Yeah.
We're on session 5?
We're
4?
on session 5.
5.
We're in it now. Yeah. So Nicoletta, you bring Andromeda up to your room, putting her on the same bed, kind of sitting her there. She's stable. You know that she's stable. She's not in any threat of dying, but very asleep.
Yeah. Her wounds as best I can and then head back downstairs.
Give me a medicine check.
Oh boy. I opened the right tabs. I didn't get to my character sheet in time like a dumbass. Medicine. Check medicine. Medicine. Where is it? 0. Nyeh. That rolled forever and a 7.
So you try your best to kind of look at her wounds. First of all, it's extremely hard to do under the heavy armor that Andromeda currently has on. But it also seems like there's no like obvious gashes that you're more used to like bandaging. It seems like whatever it is very internal and bludgeoning.
No, I'll just let her rest. Make sure she doesn't start hacking blood in it as she sleeps.
All right. So.
So a short rest or a long rest?
Let's call this a short rest, but for the sake of
Okay.
I don't want you guys to die, do a short rest, take back all your health, but not your ability.
Hey!
There you go.
I took back all my
I
health
have
anyways.
abilities?
I rolled for it. Took back all my health anyway. I rolled for it. I got a 10 plus 2. That's 12.
Neat. Great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, after an hour, and first of all, while this short rest is happening,
Oh, fuck.
and Andromeda's
What the
recovering,
hell is that?
what is everyone doing during this time?
am cleaning the blood off my feathers and like polishing my weapons
All right,
and the egg.
and the egg, of course.
The egg.
Wait,
Kuthar Nicoletta.
sorry. As I said, I'm making sure Andromeda doesn't start getting sick because, as far as I know, I still think it's all like internal. And does the egg have hit points?
No.
Okay.
That will come up if and when it is relevant.
Okay, because I was like, how has that thing not cracked yet?
I mean, because Ace has been smart enough to not get in the line of fire and also not fall in their bash.
True. That's true. Fair enough.
Like Ace is in his backstory. He broke an arm when he was falling to avoid landing on his back when he was carrying the egg. Like,
Shit.
Yeah.
The only
Okay,
reason
makes sense.
Trophy's not dead is because she didn't bring him with him.
Okay, that was my question. Thank you.
So, going through this hour, Andromeda, you slowly kind of stir. You feel sore for sure, but it doesn't seem like there was any like ruptured organs or anything. It was more just blackout from pain, essentially. So what is the next course of action?
Splitting headache.
there's the one like town guard chief person. Was it Michael?
Michael, yeah, the Leonin.
Does he know that we dealt with the problem?
I'm gonna say for just ease of everything, a guard did spot you coming into town with an unconscious Andromeda and has updated Michael on the situation.
Okay. Then as long as that's fine, I don't want to
Actually,
report to
towards the
him.
problem.
Excuse my cat in the background. She's just sitting there and screaming at me.
That is fine.
Do you want
Cats.
do you want me to move her out of the background so there's like no background noise?
If you feel
No,
like
it's
you
fine.
want to go out of your way and do
It
that,
fits.
that's fine.
My mic picks up a lot of things, so I can just turn up the gain, which means you won't really hear
We
me.
have a mascot, anyways.
It's very true.
Yeah, we do have an in-character.
It
cat
fits
too.
the ambiance, so you don't have to move her if you
Oh,
don't.
so it's
Yeah.
it's Captain Apostrophe, but it's actually in my house.
Apostrophe is.
Captain Apostrophe. It's just
So,
you have him now.
so it was Andromeda was waking up.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
Session we have the stray cat that Ix found. This
Yeah.
session we have your cat.
I think just
Is it
cats
really-
are the constant.
superior.
The-
Oh,
Cats are
yeah.
the booty.
But
You cannot
so,
escape.
when I see Andromeda waking up, can I say that I brought some like water up for her?
Yeah, you've had an hour.
Yeah.
No problem.
So
Yeah.
I've been in the tavern for like an hour or so. Seeing them injured, I'm gonna probably go make sure they're okay. Cause I don't.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
So you saw Nicoletta take Andromeda up, and Ace has been tending to himself over in a corner, pretty much. So yeah, you could definitely do that. Do you want to like just RP that, or do you want to make some rolls?
I mean, I could make some rolls, but I'm not really the best at medicine, I would say. I wouldn't know how to answer due to the fact that I don't know why they're hurt, so I don't know how to ask it the best way. I'm good. Okay. Who's up there? Is it Ace is up there?
Nicoletta and Andromeda.
Andromeda was the one.
So party too hard?
No. Sentient armor.
Like ghost?
Not quite. Infused with magic.
Right. You hurt that bad?
Stabbed him.
I could probably reposture your arms if anything's broken. Though I don't think you would like anything Goliath medicine.
A lot worse. It is fine. I am confused on one aspect, though. Well, two, if it matters.
Talking to Kuthar?
I don't know if anyone else is there, is the problem.
Nicoletta would be there. And if
I'm downstairs.
If Ace wants to go up after seeing everyone kind of congregating.
Okay, if I see them, then I'll join.
The first one is... I did not know that there were magic users in this area that could create them. Second one is, why could it not speak?
Are they supposed to speak?
The ones that I have met have.
Have you met many?
Usually house servants. Labor, if you can believe it.
And sorry, they were basically living armor? Because I wasn't here last week. I missed it. So
Yes.
living armor for
It is living armor.
Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure I understood what we were dealing with.
Yep.
Okay. Did they not have any face? Jeez.
Oh, no, they never do. His helmet, usually chest plate, legs, usually required, gauntlets, usually, and some connecting material in between there.
And you said the ones you've seen talked?
Yes, this one did not, though.
So where did this armor come from exactly?
Oh, it was in a crypt.
Mm.
Oh, the ones I have seen, or the one that beat the shit out of me?
No, the one that beat the shit out of you, yes.
Oh, yeah, no, it was in the crypt.
Just
So-
outside of town.
There's a crypt outside of a town, like a graveyard? Like, I mean, like...
Not quite. Underground, usually meant to commemorate the dead.
You see any spiders?
Your
There would be
cobwebs?
spiders.
Not gonna lie, that sounded like a lot of fun, but at the same time, I feel bad that you got beat.
It's fine. I've hit worse.
So may I ask, why were you in the crypt?
You know those potions that we found earlier?
Oh yeah, like those, like, magic growth potions, yeah?
The miracle cure-all, whatever the hell they're called.
Miracle elixir.
That is where they were being made.
Oh. Yep.
And to convince the person making them to stop, I used their potion on them.
We also
So,
gave a guard another arm.
It was growing out of his arm.
So,
Yes.
let me see. The abridged version of this story is you went into a crypt, and that was where this man was selling magical potion elixir. You threw potion at him or made him ingest his own potion, making him bigger, and then a man started to grow another arm out of his arm. Now he's a tree of arms.
Was making. No, there is only 3 arms.
there's 3 arms, so now we can juggle experience.
Do you?
No, he has 3
I'm
arms in total.
Right.
This was one of the guards, like, making sure no one entered the tomb. The one we just almost murdered.
I keep getting and losing the accent. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Do you think that they were tests
What for this?
for uh the the elixir?
The guards? Or
The arm
the townsfolk?
the armor. I can't
The
do
armor.
the accent.
No,
The guy who created the potions was
strictly,
surprised
like,
at the armor himself.
bodyguard, make sure no one enter that type of work, like help build
Oh,
structures, serve things. Is they are not sentient, they are not made of flesh. Potion would have no effect on them.
It has to be a living thing to be effective, we found out.
right. I forgot about that. Do you think it's a third party?
Yes. The potion guy definitely said he was working for
probably.
someone.
Oh, right. Okay.
I would like to look deeper into that crypt, however.
Sorry, I'm looking through my notes for something.
So is this man arrested now?
He didn't know
he's
his
not making any
cure-alls
more
weren't actual
potions.
cure-alls, so we got him to stop, or else with threat that he would be arrested if he continued.
And we still heading to Monsibus, right? Any more miracle
Yes.
growthers? Ease?
I think we still have a few potions on the ship.
I mean, we could test some of the potions on you,
Would you like an extra arm?
or maybe a few
Growing
more
out of your
inches.
elbow?
I would rather you don't do that to me, please. I'm fine with my 2 hands and my axe.
And sorry, the crypt was just outside of Orbis, right?
Yes, not even a
Mhm.
Like, okay.
As I stated, I would like to go back in there.
You said it was safe. Like, there's nobody really there doing anything anymore now.
There shouldn't be.
No,
There shouldn't be. Okay.
I would like to see if there is any remnants, but that is about it.
Oh, that was me asking because I wasn't there, so I didn't know how we left it. If people had like left and abandoned it, or if they'd stayed. So.
I mean, we were kind of worried about making sure he didn't bleed out.
That's true. Anyway. What the hell? Sorry. Okay.
So plan is everyone's going back to the crypt.
I
I
believe
guess?
so.
Yeah,
Full party back at the crypt.
it's gonna be a
Alright, let me
full
just
fucking party there.
reset the tokens.
This is when the other 2 armors come alive.
Alright, so we're just gonna skip the travel
Fucking
through
hope not.
a pretty familiar forest.
Skedaddle, skedaddle.
It's pretty small, like the actual glade kind of surrounding. I'm not sure exactly those are good terms. But there's a wooded kind of a very lightly wooded path. That's what I was meaning.
So whereabouts were we last time?
So you made it over to here.
You're pinging somewhere I didn't see. I don't think.
Scroll down a bit.
Yep.
Down here? Oh. Over here.
So
Okay.
you made it over here. Nobody went to the top tomb bit. Down there was
Whoa.
where the gnome alchemist person was doing their thing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we did like a puzzle over here.
Okay.
As you can tell, due to the colors.
Oh, I see it. Nice.
I. That is. Let's check out the above tomb.
So yeah, that's where I was gonna go.
I'm splitting the party.
Yeah.
Please, do not fucking do that.
Aw, dude, where are we going? Where are we splitting?
Ace went
To
down
here,
down the bottom.
or where there are so many empty tombs in a big room.
Where
They're not
are you
empty.
going,
I don't know
Ace?
if they're empty.
Down at the very bottom of the map.
This is the
Alright,
part
I'm
we
gonna
haven't
follow
explored.
you.
Okay.
I'm following you, Ace. I
You're
got
welcome,
you.
Zin.
Can one of each? So let's say Nicoletta and Kuthar. Give me initiative rolls just to see
Sure.
what I'll describe first. Because
Can't see my- Dude, I need-
So I got a total of 10, but a natural 8. I don't know if that matters.
No, it does not. Kuthar?
Okay.
Good. Oh, let's go for my initiative roll. Alright. Alrighty. That is a 9.
Alright. If Roll20 wants to load. Okay, so going up into this kind of small enclosed area, there's just a single tomb with the kind of carving of it looks like some sort of heavily armored knight with a large kind of broadsword pointing downwards. The armor kind of engraving doesn't have much detail by itself, but there is an inscription in common that says Leo of Leftbrook.
Oh no, he's Lion Tomb.
Of what was that? Leftbrook?
Leftbrook.
Leo of Leftbrook.
So, I will say almost right away, Nicoletta, you actually recognize the name Leftbrook. It's a small town near kind of the coast of Montibus. Of the river. It's along the river, essentially.
It was a small town near.
It's a small town on the river leading up to Montibus. And it seems... It's not a large town. It literally, the only thing it is known for is this guy, is Leo.
I'm sorry, I was trying to take notes as fast as I can.
I had to completely refresh Roll20.
Fun. No.
Also, along the walls of this smaller tomb area, it seems there's carvings of what seems like depictions. On the kind of back wall, there's a massive kind of area of it's the carving out a battle, and it shows a Leonin without a helmet going in a kind of jumping slash towards what seems like an elf, it looks like. And on the two sides, it shows essentially a sun over the horizon with this sword down in the ground as a kind of almost regalia.
The walls are sorry?
So the back wall has a carving of a battle scene with
that one I
a
got. It was the sides.
Leonin with a helmet off, jumping slash kind of position, with a kind of elven person with like a classic like metal leaf shield. And then on either side, left or right, it's a sun with a sword silhouette.
I hate spelling us. Very wrong, but okay. Sorry. Is there anything on the ground in front of us, tripwire? I don't know how, like...
Give me an investigation check if you want to check for traps. If that's exactly what you want to do.
Basically.
All right.
Investigation. Then I'm not gonna get anything. It's gonna be a shit roll. 16.
So looking at this floor, you don't see any traps, but you do notice that this area, like this floor place, it seems a lot cleaner than the rest of the tomb. Almost as if like people are regularly visiting this place.
Okay. And the hallway's only wide enough for one of us? Or is it two, just it's easier to have the one for
It is
aesthetic?
two, it's just easier for 5 feet. Like, you guys could, like,
Gotcha.
go shoulder to shoulder if you want.
Okay.
So it's not like you're being pushed into a choke point.
Okay. I'm gonna look to Andromeda and kind of see what she thinks.
I do not know.
I'm gonna take a very cautious step in, and if nothing happens, just kind of very cautiously keep walking.
Yeah, you walk in perfectly fine. You hear as you kind of cautiously step and your weight moves to your boot, you hear the, like, echo of just a thunk, but nothing happened.
That wasn't coming from my boot?
No, that was coming from your boot.
Oh, okay. If it wasn't, I was gonna be scared. I guess I'm gonna walk to the back wall and kind of look at it. Still being cautious, but...
Yeah, you kind of, like, brush your hand across parts of the inscription. Is there anything in particular you're trying to find out about this? Or are you just generally trying to look at it?
And you said the Leonin is jumping into an elf, basically. Sword raised.
Mhm.
And there's kind of, like, battle... Kind of like a Renaissance painting, there's, like, a battle behind them.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Only in, like, carving form.
Yeah. Is there anything going on in the backgrounds that I can discern?
Yes, actually. It seems like in the background, there is a battle kind of raging on, in the background, but it seems like there's a couple people, just over. It's like the foreground of the background. Or I'm just gonna call it the middle ground right now, just for
the
ease.
mid-ground.
The middle ground has the rest of what seems like this warring area. So 2 sides, some with flags clashing together, but in the very back, it seems like on a sort of hill, there's just figures standing there with horns curling as they just watch.
Sorry, Zins, how many figures? Just an indiscernible amount?
It seems like it's pretty far in, like, the way you only do that with a carving is you just make them really, really small. It seems like there's 6 or so dots that, like, just barely have the curled horns, like, discernible.
second. Do those have any sort of meaning? And point to the
would not
fingers.
know.
Sorry?
Would not know.
So don't know.
I would not know.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. I wouldn't know anything. I don't have anything to ask other than. Yeah.
All right. So as we move on from that for now, we're going to jump to Ace and Kuthar. And as you walk into this massive oval kind of looking area, lines of these sarcophagi are just there. Each of them have a little description on the physical, like, coffin itself, but you wouldn't be able to read at this distance.
May I get closer to the coffins?
Yes, you may. Ace has
Alright,
just
so-
gone ahead and done it.
All right, I'm gonna go to the last one because I'm a little lucky boy.
Okay.
Alright.
So, as each of you look, Ace, you see this one coffin in front of you. Just kind of have a small inscription of "For all the soldiers" and a little leaf symbol on it. Kuthar, on yours, it has a specific name. It has Eris Athari.
Arisathari or
Eris, so I'll spell it out in
Afari.
Discord.
okay, Atari Jaguar. I gotcha. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine.
Hey, if it helps you remember, sure.
Why?
Atari Jaguar, Eris Atari. You know.
And then also
Helps.
those are all the names that you guys have been given so far.
Thank you for writing them down.
I'm just gonna like go down the line and look at them all.
So as you look down them all, they seem to, on that side, be a alternating Elven name, Leonin name, Elven name, Leonin name. So you get, for the Elven, a lot of vowels. You see actually the Athari last name pop up once or twice again. And you get a lot of like Julius, Damien, that sort of stuff for the Leonin kind of sounding names.
I am now into a different tomb. I go.
So Kuthar, you're moving down, and this one also seems to have like a specific name. It's Darius, Darius Forenzo.
Darius Forenzo. That actually sounds and swear.
Would you also like that spelled for the last name? Because there's so many ways to spell Forenzo.
Yeah, I'll just spell it how I spell it. All right.
Forensic.
That is possibly the worst way. That was disgusting to hear.
All right. Yeah. Like, is there like a crypt secrets? Secret passage.
Kind of why I wanted to come back here.
Give me a perception check.
Alright. That is a 13 plus whatever. hope is better than anything, but if it's not, I'm gonna be a little bit upset. No. Alright, it's just 13.
So you're looking around this room. You can't exactly discern anything that you would immediately think as, ooh, secret crypt entrance, you know? But along the middle of the room, in a line going from the entrance to the end, it seems like there's some sort of writing in the tiles.
What a language? May I try to speak it?
That depends. Do you know Sylvan?
Shit. I know Dwarvish, but
I think the
Dwarf.
answer is no.
No.
Quite distinctly not Dwarvish. Dwarvish has like a very like
Quite.
harsh, sharp lettering, while this seems
Yeah.
like essentially this what could be anywhere from like 3 to 4 sentences that's just looks like one continuous flowy line.
Microwave sounds.
Yeah, I guess it might look like just a microwave carved into the floor.
God. The brick itself?
Well, I guess there's nothing really in here. Guess we could just look down around here. Where else did they not go? Or was this like the?
It's not a massive crypt. You Ace have been in both the puzzle room and the bottom room with all the crates that the alchemist was working out of. However, you didn't look very deep in the alchemy room because you were getting murked.
Because I wanna look in some other rooms, like the ones. Because here's the thing, I like this, like that section. I want to go there. Is that cool if I go there?
Yeah, no problem.
Me.
So at that time, Andromeda and Nicoletta, are you still checking out the carvings?
I do not think Andromeda would.
Alright, so Andromeda can go wherever she pleases right now.
And then, can I check out the crypt? Just look around it.
Yeah. Give me another perception. Let's call this with... Give me a perception check. I'll be a bit nicer with you this time, though, since you've spent quite a lot of time in this room.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's 4. This is going to dice jail. Fuck this one.
Yep.
It was rolling good in the practice.
So you're looking
I'll have
around.
a dice jail.
It seems like a tomb. So your kind of original, your home, your like, not your hometown, because I think you, Nicoletta would assume Orbis would be that by now. You're like kind of. It's hard to explain without actually like saying stuff, anything meaningful. So essentially,
I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it so it.
you grew up
A magic man.
without having these extravagant kind of honoring of the dead. So it's as normal of a tomb as you would think. That's a good way of putting it.
Okay.
is rather lacking in these. Only one magical trap too.
Okay. This is a
Yeah, it
better.
wasn't even a trap thing.
Andromeda, you have thoughts? Also, we'll go to you real quick before we jump back to.
I'm investigating the armors.
All right, yeah. Give me either Arcana or Investigation.
Okay. I know what it is. It's a 10 no matter what, so let's go with Arcana.
Oh, okay, yeah. So with the 10, you're kind of skeptical of these armors. You were punched out by one previously, so you're kind of looking for these same runings, for the same kind of uneery movement of literally anything on these. You don't see anything. You kind of like inspect the back, the gauntlets. It seems like these armors are purely for display.
More.
Huthar and Ace, walking into this alchemy room. The crates stacked on the corner, they seem to be the
Thanks.
exact same ones that the elixir came in, and they're quite full right now. So there's
Okay.
roughly 3 full crates of this liquid. On the bench, there's some scattered notes with a quill, and we're going to say there's a cauldron in the middle of the room because I couldn't find the right asset for one.
I didn't put that.
Oh yeah, cauldron time. Oh yeah.
Cauldron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure, that works. We'll go with it.
All right. I'm gonna go
Not even
check
a circle.
the desk. The desk. I'm gonna check it.
All right. I'm not gonna ask for any rolls yet. So
Let's go.
as you're looking over this, a bunch of these papers kind of spread out. A quill that at that point has like dumped over on the desk, but not actually on any papers. So you're looking at it. It seems like many of these are chicken scratch, like kind of in the margin, like very small, not neat whatsoever writing of additions to whatever recipe that should be made. And then after every addition, you see a smaller note that says, "Shit, fuck, this doesn't work."
What doesn't work? That is my question. Why is there a black hole in the center?
Cauldron.
Cauldrons.
Oh, I was gonna be like, what
So
the
many
fuck?
cauldrons.
The
Fly.
room's about to fucking ascend in a sec. I don't know what I want to do because like I don't like I might keep the notes for later. May I keep the notes for later?
Yeah, you could definitely just quickly put some papers in your bag.
Snag some notes. May I look around the room for shit?
Yes,
Because
now I will
I'm
ask
an
for a perception check.
I'm a explorer. I just play Genshin and I love looking around corners and shit.
Oh, that is totally me though. In like
Nice.
any game.
That's a
Reasonable.
nat fucking 20. That's a nat 20. Holy shit, let's go.
All right,
Best roll today. It was mostly ones, but let's
Job.
So as you kind of flip through these notes, you get kind of like a like divine inspiration as you look around the room. Everything is in a new, different light. Your whole brain goes into like a Sherlock Holmes mind palace of like looking at different areas. It seems like in the opposite corner next to the desk, so there's some sort of like stain that you're like, okay, yeah, something happened here. It looks like
That fish shouldn't
it
have
looked
been
like
that
some
big.
sort of potion was spilled. And as you look over even further, there's some sort of splinter, as if there was something here.
Ayo, come
And-
here, Splinter.
And even further, you, as you're walking over there, you get your pants kind of like caught on what seems to be some sort of latch that you didn't see before.
Oh!
And there's a drawer
Ooh.
in this desk.
Oh!
Oh.
Can I pull it up?
Boo.
Yeah, you pull this drawer out, and there is some very
Roll an
fancy scrolls with like it looks like almost a blue stained leather that wraps them. There's 3 in total.
Actually, hold on.
There's no there's no seals, no like wax stamps to show where it might be from.
I'm gonna call Ace over. Ace, Ace, there's some scrolls in the drawer. Yeah, you can put it on top of my character. It's fine. I'll move over. Take this. Take this.
So as you show Ace these scrolls, yeah. So there's 3 in total. Are you opening any of them right now?
Yes. Sure. I'll open
Alright.
up one.
So you open up the first one, the blue stained kind of wrapping falling away, and you're looking at it. And this seems like a very, almost like rigid writing of common. It seems like almost like a font of how organized it is. Like somebody truly neurotic wrote this. And as your eyes kind of scan over it, it looks like some sort of business invoice. And on the top, you see H Industries, and then a line and certain ingredients that looks like for some sort of potions.
I'm gonna open up the other 2 to see if they have similar stuff.
You open them up. One is essentially a copy, only it's dated like 2 days after, as if the second one was a resupply. And the third one, as you open it, it seems like an informal letter. Going into it, looking over it rather. It details exactly how and when this payment is going through. It seems like there's some sort of bank. There's a small village, actually, roughly halfway from Orbis to Montibus. That's called Aquino. So at this town, there's a bank that the money is being transferred to.
Has Ace heard of H Industries before?
Give me a history check. I'm gonna say just
H?
regularly, no advantage or anything. I don't know why I
That's
need
a
to go
7.
out of their way to say that. So with a 7, you haven't been the most acquainted with the actual commercial, like, industrialization that's happening.
I've kind of been stuck on a mountain.
Yeah, you've kind of been stuck on mountains and jungles. You definitely know that Irail has definitely moved towards mass production and these large-scale operations rather than smaller businesses. It seems like whatever this business is, it's either not large enough to be like imperially known, or it's somehow sketchy enough that it just doesn't come into the public.
Just show them to Kuthar. Like, have you seen these? Do you know what H industry is? Because they're the person paying this person. Kuthar?
Kuthar.
Uh,
Uther.
Kuthar.
Circle life.
Kuthar. Kuthar.
Sorry, Zin's just grabbing an energy drink.
Oh, okay. Just grabbing a drink. Cool, 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 cool.
Okay.
So, Andromeda and Nicoletta, while this is happening, what's going on? So, Andromeda, you've already investigated some armor. Nicoletta,
Investigated armor. Yes, I did.
yes. Nicoletta, do you have anything further to do in Sir Leo of Leftbrook's tomb?
I'd like to investigate around a bit more before I leave. Just make sure I've gotten my bases covered.
Alright, give me
So-
one last investigation check. After that, I'll say that you cannot make any more checks about this tomb. Just
That's
because
fine.
we've done quite a lot
The
already.
tomb or the room?
This
The
certain
room
tomb.
tomb.
Like Leo's tomb. This certain
Oh,
person's tomb. Which is
no,
also
I
the
just
room.
meant the room in general. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I thought the tomb was the actual box. Bahamut,
sarcophagus.
please. 15.
So
Just
looking
of
around,
the in general room.
it seems somewhat that the actual sarcophagus itself isn't like nailed or somehow fastened in. It looks like a very loose kind of top bit, as well as the actual bottom sarcophagus, or rather the actual container part of it, seems weirdly unornate. It's pretty much just a marble or marble-ish stone that's essentially a box, which everything else in the room doesn't exactly match up with that.
Can I see if I can open it? Or does that fall under the no more checks?
You can just open it. I won't ask for like a strength or anything.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a at least kind of peek under it to see if anything's gonna jump out at me. And then I'll open it, depending on how heavy it is. I don't.
You can definitely just slowly open this tomb.
Yeah. Oh god, he's planning.
No, I'm not. I swear I'm not at technical
The planning
difficulties.
has already been
Do
done.
not worry about it.
Not the planning, more the like, oh no, he's figuring out what to do. Or no, that still sounds bad.
Scheming.
That's the word.
I am absolutely insulted how you think I could scheme. I am not. I am
What are
past
you
scheming.
scheming schemer?
If you, I swan to John, if you just say roll initiative, I'm a flip.
No, you're not gonna
You
roll
were about to
initiative.
say you weren't smart enough to scheme.
But you are gonna roll.
All of you to assume I can scheme.
No. Alright. So as you kind of very gently push this lid off, kind of dust of the grinding stones together, like kind of flowing into the air, you notice that two things. One, there is no body. There is physically no skeleton or remains of this Leo of Leftbrook. where a body would traditionally be, there is a simple sword. It seems like the actual blade of it is a lot thinner, and it hooks at the end.
Huh?
Is there anything else around it? It's just a sword.
It's just
sword.
a sword lying on the stone bottom of this sarcophagus.
Gently pick it up.
You
I'm
kind of lift this
Sorry.
sword. Feel the weight in your hand. It doesn't seem.
Ba-da-da-da.
It doesn't seem like heavy. It's weirdly light for what seems like a fully formed longsword. And the hook at the end kind of gives it a top weight that it's more like some sort of fencing sword than a straight up broadsword.
taking the
Yeah, you take it out. I'm assuming you're gonna just strap it on your back or something for now?
I'm gonna kind of bring it over, not put it away, but I'll just kind of carry it over to where everybody else is.
Where I'm assuming everyone's gonna congregate in alchemy room, because that's where exposition's happening.
Oh, right, I forgot Andromeda isn't there.
So, Kuthar, you're back now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
I grabbed
so,
my energy drink and I'm fully pumped.
neat.
What's up?
So Ace just asked about H Industries.
I'd be fine with Ace Industries.
Look, the thing is, Ace
Mm.
as a word it's so small that it's so easy to like get it mixed up with H. Not only that, Ace
H.
Industries is a cool freaking what's it called? Corporation. That's it. It's a cool corporation name, and I feel robbed.
If they don't
Continuing.
buy our things, we shoot them with arrows.
Continuing.
All right.
So Kuthar, on the topic of H Industries,
Mm-hmm.
you haven't heard of them.
Oh.
When Ace mentions the name.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
That's
Andromeda, have you heard of this industry thing? H Industry?
Should I even roll?
Give me a history check with disadvantage.
Yeah, figured. Ah, amazing rolls.
I'm wondering if that's sarcastic or not.
Kind of sarcastic.
Much so. So that's either a roll of a 2 equaling a 4, a roll of a 4 equaling a 6.
So that's gonna be a 4. You haven't heard
No.
of this industry,
No.
of this kind of company.
Oh, we could always just ask at the tavern if anybody there has heard of it. Someone's bound to.
Did you find anything else on the other 2 scrolls?
Just like a receipt of purchase type of thing.
Mm.
And that they're like being paid via this one bank in wherever the one town is.
Oh, I'll spell it out because I love spelling things out.
Yay.
Aquino.
Aquino. Well, I'm gonna hand the papers to Kuthar because he datafied them.
Ooh.
I'm gonna probably walk in around now. Found this. And hold up the sword.
Yeah,
We found those. And I point to the papers.
everyone wins. Everyone found something.
Yeah.
And
Everyone fucked
big
up.
brain mutton, yeah.
Everybody do the flap. Sorry. I'm in a mood.
Anywho,
Stuff.
so with these new, both revelations and a toy in one case, what is our
What
next
were those
plan?
last session?
What is our next plan?
I'm gonna at least carry one crate full of these away to the ship.
Neat.
I would say
Just-
light the crypt on fire, except this is public property.
Yeah.
And
Oh, is
also
it?
very much
Yes.
stone.
Yeah.
And underground, so smoke.
Would Caroline have ever brought me here?
One sec, I need to make a roll.
That's okay. I realized as I asked that, I was like, I really just gave you freedom of like, whatever. I just said she took me in. So,
Yeah, actually, she has brought you in once. One of the 4 tombs at the very front. So I'll move the stream.
okay.
Yeah. So the
Okay.
top left one. She recognized that one as her brother's.
Hold the fucking phone. I need to make notes.
So she brought you there on the anniversary of his death.
And that's the first, I guess, when you're walking, it'd be the first.
Yeah,
Right.
first on the right. You vaguely remember his name among the lines of Charlie. And from what you can recall, essentially this whole crypt is dedicated to one singular battle.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to take notes as fast as I can, but I keep messing up.
Do not worry about it. This is also recorded and streamed, so we have backups.
I forgot about that.
The stream is a thing.
Yep, I think session like 10, because of course I'm gonna procrastinate it. I'm gonna just watch all the VODs and then make my own notes, which I need to do.
Yo,
At the end of
rewatch.
every part, the DM just rewatches everything and just takes notes.
Also,
I was just-
also just looks at a thing like, shit, I shouldn't have done that, or shit, I
Movie
need to
night.
do this.
Okay.
For a marathon.
Yeah.
I mean, we have
Um,
like what? It's session 5. We have like pretty much more than 10 hours of content at this point, for better or worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is this place called? Not a tomb, crypt.
Yep.
Well, if we're done here, I'm just gonna. How much do the crates weigh?
You could definitely lift one without needing like a full athletics check, if that's what you're asking.
And I mean, just like,
What was the
if I
last
just
name
wanted
of
to
that
push them out,
person?
how heavy would that be?
Like to drag it?
Yeah.
I mean, you could do it successfully, but you didn't exactly bring a cart or anything, so you'd be dragging a full crate of liquids, essentially an
Glass.
hour's walk.
How much
Then
did
I'll
you
just-
say they were?
Pound-wise or physical amount of liquid?
Kind of pound-wise.
Roughly the whole crate, since it's 16 of the bottles in each crate, it's 10, 15
Pound?
pounds, yeah.
I
I'll-
will grab
Oh,
3
I'll-
of them.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, with weights, I know neither imperial or metric.
see 15
Like
is really
in relative.
it's
But
getting
yes.
kind of hard. So.
There's only the 3 crates currently there.
Oh, yeah, no,
I'm
I'll
gonna
grab
grab
two.
one.
3 bottles of potion.
Oh, you were grabbing bottles.
Oh no, we're buying in bulk here.
No,
Yeah.
this is not Costco.
Sorry.
It's
we're,
such a great
we're
deal.
grave robbing
Free.
in bulk. technically grave robbing since you're in a
That's
grave.
true.
No.
Yeah.
You
no,
are
these
currently
not
in a
from
grave and you
though.
are robbing. Fight me. That is not. Is that
Only
not the
Nicoletta
definition?
robbed a grave. Only Nicoletta robbed a grave.
Yeah.
Only Nicoletta robbed a grave, but it's okay. The body wasn't
We're
there. Don't
tomb
worry about
raiding.
it.
I
We're
wasn't.
tomb raiding. She is grave robbing. There's a difference.
There is a
One
big
of them
difference.
is
One of
slightly
them is
less of a crime.
Yeah.
See, I didn't realize I would have known what this place is. Otherwise, I don't think I would have. Wait, looking back, does the sword match the one in the carving?
No.
Then.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. Oh
I
my
have
god.
to. I have to think on what I said. No, the swords
I can
don't
only
match.
describe the mood here
Okay.
as disastrous.
Wait, the swords don't match?
The sword in the
No.
carving and the sword in your hand don't match.
Wait, then why is it in the Leo's tome?
Good question.
Yo!
Oh.
You sound disappointed like you wanted to grave rob the actual stuff.
No! I genuinely was like, oh god, if I had been here, I would have known to not, because I had been at least to the front foyer. I would have known kind of about this place.
Hey,
A little
look,
bit?
It's a cool sword. That kind of overrides morality, right?
Yeah, no, it's because
I
like
have a strange dagger from the color puzzle.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
no, I'm just thinking because like I would have been here, I would have known not to. But if the swords are different, then why like? And it's the least dusty room. Someone's taken shit.
Potentially. That's for you to decide.
Like bones.
They're still
Anyone
in
can
the
take
bones. Okay, I am gonna pick up 2 crates and then
And then,
leave.
alright. So, Ace promptly books it with 2 crates. The 3 of you, there's 1 crate left.
Oh, I can take
Dibs.
it.
I grab another potion from inside.
Why are you just taking the potions?
Taking
if
the
we're
potion
entire
out
thing?
of the crate as Nicoletta's picking it up.
Okay, I thought
in
Kuthar
case we
did.
come across anything.
No, if you want to do it, go for it.
I jokingly said
heard
dibs.
I heard dibs first, so
Okay.
that's what I'm going off.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So as we bring
And then I'll
these
follow them out.
crates out and back to Orbis, the Nimblin, and your boat or your rented boat, borrowed.
Borrowed.
Yeah, you're allowed to
Star-
use it.
It's our boat now, bitches.
It's not. It's
Sorry,
technically
Jay.
not stolen, and that's all that matters.
I'll be right
Sorry,
back home.
Jason.
We do, however, have to return it.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have to do that. John. Sorry, John.
John is your fisherman
Our boat
friend.
now.
That is currently.
Yeah, I was looking for his name.
Yeah. The one name I remembered is the most generic possible. Yeah. So John is
He
your.
strikes again.
John is the fisherman that currently has your boat docked up.
Okay,
So-
whenever we get to the boat, I'm gonna like organize all the crates we already have on board with potions. And you said like those crates, they weren't completely full.
No, they weren't.
So I'm gonna take out the empty slots and like just condense stuff
Yeah, sure.
until we have like full crates of those.
So
Just because I want to know how much we actually have.
you essentially now have like 6 full crates of this liquid, and then like another 2-3 crates just spare.
Is it safe to say we now have psychological weapons?
Yes.
I cannot confirm nor deny war crimes that could potentially be committed with these. I will
Lord.
say that I am scared of you, and that is it.
We're
War
not
crimes
elixirs
exist
yet.
because of the Geneva Conventions.
Look.
Shouldn't we return this to the police? I've taken Andromeda's accent. I think I'm just gonna settle on doing that.
It is fine.
Look,
It-
Scottish and Russian aren't that far off.
You're not that
Worry.
Well,
Technically,
I'm
we're
just
also
sure this
police.
to be-
So like, It's okay if we take it.
Is it? Oh, we should at least leave one simple with the police. Given that you can fly, you should probably do that. I hand you one of the potions that I grabbed from the box before.
A single potion.
You know, as evidence that we tampered with.
Yeah.
Evidence that we tampered with. Good.
Oh, I forgot to mention as we were leaving Zin's. Sorry, I want to like just say quick prayers because technically uncle. That I never met.
Very roughly and distant, but yes.
Exactly.
You
But,
can
yeah.
definitely do that. And as we
I forgot to
move
mention that.
back into the city, back to the boat, the orca, and
Yes.
everything is set out.
Orca.
You guys meet back at the Nimble Inn with Carolyn. And at this point, I'm just gonna let you guys do whatever.
We should
Has
really.
anyone heard of H Industries?
You're just yelling that out?
I'm just gonna go around asking people and like
Alright.
buying them a drink.
Okay, so if you buy basically almost everyone a drink and ask them a question, take out a silver from your bank.
Only a silver
I mean,
altogether?
well, yeah, there's like 10 people. Drinks
Oh.
don't cost like a gold.
Oh, we'll work a day and get like a gold, maybe.
No,
See,
not
I'm
even.
confusing.
It's gold is
Maybe
like
like
a
5
month's
silver.
pay sometimes.
And we get paid 20 gold a month. Just remember
Yeah.
that.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you guys
but I'm
are
also...
literally federal jobs. Like you have made it.
I know, but I get confused kind of with like the pricing with the gold, copper, and
Is
silver and stuff. And then
Yep.
there's also like when you actually go out and drink, sometimes just shots can cost almost $10. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you buying the entire bar?
I'll take out
Mm.
2 I'll take out
Yo.
2 silver.
All right, yeah. So you go around talking to people, just essentially saying the same thing. Have you heard of H Industries? Have you heard of Ace Industries, a company I'm making?
I'd like
I
to.
promise it's not a pyramid scheme.
Oh God, I gave you ideas.
We don't need another brothel.
Hey, that only happened once. And it technically wasn't a... Actually, yeah, it was a brothel we owned.
No, it was totally okay. That was a year ago. Continuing. Yeah. So, as you go around asking for context on this, and then also, like buying people a drink, there wasn't really much kind of vocalization about it. People either don't know about it or don't want to talk about it.
People don't want to talk about it, like... Are they afraid to talk about it? Or is it that, like, they're just annoyed someone's talking about freaking Amazon again?
Give me a insight check.
That's a 17.
All right. So overall, it seems like most of the people you talk with simply haven't heard of anything or H Industries. There was a couple people. Most notably, it was a like dark, almost navy-skinned tiefling man. Kind of like a black, flowy overcoat. Very, very sketchy customer, to say the least. And he just kind of offhandedly mentions something along the lines of, yeah, and they don't pay well either.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I did a job proxy for them, right? Just a couple of friends got together, needed quick money, right? and we worked for them, right? Got half what we wanted, half what we agreed to.
How much left did you not get?
10 gold. 10 gold each. There's 4 of us.
I hand him like 5 gold. Like, I hope this helps. People shouldn't be robbed of pay.
I don't really need the handout, but I'm not saying no. And he just slides the gold over closer to him.
You know what the business deals with?
From what I heard, everything. Anything from inks, weapons, to water.
Why would you need to buy water?
Apparently the mountains on the other side with the dwarves, especially Exios too, don't get no rain.
Ah. That's weird. Well, thank you for your time.
He just kind of nods and goes back pretty much immediately into his drink.
That's all I'm doing for now.
Alright. So, what is everyone else doing?
Yeah, what time is
Andromeda
it in the
is
day?
taking a nap.
Andromeda can definitely take a nap. And time of day, so Ace, Nicoletta, and Andromeda got back roughly at like 2. So right now it'd be like 4 or 5-ish.
I'm just gonna ask, like, should we like set sail tonight or like today, or should we like wait for the morning? Because we've kind of delayed here more than we needed to. And we still do have like a job we need to get done over in Montebus.
I thought we kind of put that on our oh, what's the word? List. So we should get that figured out. I don't think there's much of a threat of the elixir anymore now that the person isn't making it anymore. Although, have we checked if the seller is still around?
The stand that was there the other day is gone.
Hey, look, gone. I'm just looking out like the window of the tab.
Yeah, and you got basically a clear sight of where it once was.
They're not selling where they used to, so that's something. And the producer's no longer making any.
Aye, but how much stock did they have? That's what I'm kind of worried about.
You mean the ones we took?
No, the ones that they had on the cart.
Do you remember how many like crates got put on the cart?
Roughly 5.
They had like 5 crates left.
Quite
But
a bit.
I'm gonna trust the guards of the town to be able to deal with it.
Oh yeah, I forgot they know now.
Mm-hmm. And at least it's a case of no more is gonna be made, so it's a finite product.
Aye.
So we can hike up the prices if we ever want to sell it.
Why would we want to sell it when we have the perfect like psychological warfare? Like, what's more horrifying than dropping some of it on someone's eye and an arm grows out of their head?
Not much. Oh,
I'm
you do run
going
the
to
risk of them
pretend I
growing
didn't
like
hear
6
that.
more inches.
If that's a canon conversation, once that starts, I'm gonna go ask.
That's not.
Yeah.
I guess you can
Not.
say it's gonna take an arm and a ladder for them to get.
Jesus. once that conversation kind of fills out, if Caroline has a second, I'm gonna ask her about the tomb
Yeah.
and the crypt.
Also, Zen's their parents called, so
Yeah. Yeah.
handle
No
them
problem.
for a bit.
So Carolyn is kind of doing essentially idle animations of cleaning out a mug, making sure everything's stocked up, just counting some coins real quick as you walk up.
Hey, Carol,
Yeah.
what do we how long ago was the battle for the crypt?
Ah, my brothers. Oh, uh, I'll be 20 years ago now. And she just kind of stares out the window before kind of adding on, wow, I'm an old fart, ain't I?
I don't think you'll ever be that old.
Ah.
And it was for everyone in that battle, was it? And Leo finished it?
Oh, never liked that one. Um, I I haven't heard much of it. Yeah, I was close to Orbis, but nothing really came out to the public until it ended, right? Um, well, all I could really say is it was with the elves when the war was still going with them. Ah, whew, I yeah, that was a long time ago. I remember Charlie. he went into it going for adventure, wanted to go north. He's always wanted to. He always wanted to get a sapling, get his own elven tree over here. And she kind of like softly smiles into the middle distance, kind of like fondly remembering.
I'll let her sorry, I'm also trying to write. Let her sit for a second, and then I kinda wanna ask, were they uh buried with their weapons, with their armor? Do you know?
I don't think so. No. From what I was under the assumption of, the only actual artifacts in that war were the armors there. The ones on display. I think I showed you them.
Yeah. They're still there. um
One's not there.
I'm not gonna tell her.
I'm gonna mention it. I
Alright,
mean, it's still
yeah.
technically there. It just got the shit beat out of it.
Exactly.
Technically, like in pieces all over the floor.
Basically.
So if they weren't buried with their with anything of theirs, or more so, no weapons, where would they be kept? Would you know?
Well, I'd assume they'd either be in the Irelian weapons place. I don't know. You guys are at the military now. Where would they keep the weapons? Probably repurpose them. Probably send them out, right?
We weren't that told that much, I don't think. Did we see the same weapon, the same sword that Leo had in the armory? If I can think that far back.
Hmm. I'm gonna make a roll to see how clear the thing was, the carving was. Oh yeah, that was a nat 20. You
Hey.
you've definitely seen that kind of broadsword used, almost in like cavalry units. It's essentially a gladius, but longer and sleeker.
So a long sword.
Yes, but with the kind of indent in the middle that most Roman swords had.
Okay.
Play more.
Yes, sure.
I'm gonna kind of.
Play more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of, if I can, and if she'll let me, kind of pull her to the back kitchen area, sort of thing, like the closed off area that's behind a wall, sort of thing. I can't
Yeah.
remember if it's the kitchen or not.
It's the kitchen.
Okay. Not that as if nobody could see it, but on my back it's harder to see unless you're behind me. I'm gonna pull off the sword that I had put it on my back when we started carrying it. The potions. Do you know what this would be then?
She kind of
Would be from.
widens her eyes. Wow. I haven't seen nothing like that before. Sounds like you've been up to something.
We seem to keep on discovering stuff that I never noticed before. It's been an eventful last few days.
Seems like it for sure. My best guess that was custom made. Doesn't look like anything I've seen before. It's not that I go around looking at armors and weaponry all the time though in this little tavern kind of cozy space I got going on.
Okay, thanks, Carol.
No problem.
I'm just gonna look, like, I'm gonna stay in the kitchen for a second, kind of staring at the sword.
Yeah,
then put it on my back and just walk out, and I think I'll let the rest of the guys, everybody know. I'm heading up to my room.
Alright.
Welcome when you need. You got the keys, and yeah, and then I'm gonna head up.
And Andromeda is napping there.
I forgot Andromeda was already napping.
You guys are sharing a room.
Yeah.
Social interaction avoided.
No. I'll see her napping, like actually asleep, and then I'll go to the other side of the room and just quietly not focus on the sword, just kind of like think.
Alright.
Kind of think over everything.
Now, while that's happening, Andromeda, I swear this is not sketchy. Give me a constitution check.
I'm sorry, what now?
Don't worry, it's not sketchy, because I said so.
That's not reassuring.
Don't worry, it's not sketchy.
Don't worry, it's
I
not sketchy. You have my promise that it's not sketchy.
That's the very same.
That is the definition of sketchy.
I understand.
No, your fingers crossed behind your back.
That's the same vibe as God, fuck you.
Okay.
The same
As
vibe.
God, I'm not sketchy.
As
you can trust me
as
as God.
the whole universe. Nothing weird is going on here, I swear.
That's the definition of a back alley shanker. Don't worry, kid, you're safe down here. Don't worry.
Sorry, Andromeda, was that a flat
Is this
6?
No, this is London.
No, not a flat six.
No, this is Patrick.
Modifiers.
6 with
Six
modifiers.
with modifiers.
Those
Oh,
modifiers being...
So that is the 6.
Oh, I thought you rolled a 6 and you were waiting to add. Yeah.
No.
As Nicoletta kind of focuses, Andromeda, you're actually having quite a large snoring fest.
Oh. Nah. Would one snore with whatever the hell Andromeda has going on?
Okay, so I'll talk to this also after like our actual game, but my headcanon is that there's no gills, and it's just your lungs can just take both just automatically.
Oh.
Andromeda is more crab than other Triton.
Forgot you have
My reasoning
claws.
of
Yeah, just
Not
straight up a
claws,
crab, but
gauntlets.
humanoid.
Yeah.
Just there's like bubbles coming out of the mouth, popping, and that's like the
Silence.
snoring sound.
Yes.
Sure. Let's go with that.
That sounds good enough to be canon.
Seems
Yeah.
legit.
That's
Do it.
fair.
All right. So, Nicoletta, as you're doing that, I'm gonna count that as me telling you what the stats are.
Okay, I should write this down then.
Yep. So it's a regular longsword, except on a bonus action, you can make a grapple check as if it were an action. So it's basically just using a grapple for a bonus action.
So I can make a grapple as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Got it.
Ooh.
No other fancy bonuses as of now or anything, but also it's a hooked sword. I will let you use it creatively if you want to.
Yo, is that a hook sword I hear? Yo?
Oh, it could be a hooked sword.
Hey, yo? Hey, yo, is that a...
Avatar?
Did I hear a caution from League of Legends? You know, hooks
Ooh.
the blade. Auction.
Maybe I'll do a class. You never know. You
Oh,
never know.
God.
Sorry.
Kuthar Ace, what are you up
Sorry, the
to?
what
Is
now?
that Blitzcrank from League?
If we're leaving in the morning, I'm just gonna go up to the room and just play the flutes
All right, Kuthar.
and polish the egg.
Okay, so what is it there for the do in the bar? Are we in the bar?
Yeah, you're in the Nibble Inn.
We just
The
in the
Nimble Inn
bar.
currently.
Yo, I'm gonna go around and get to know people because you know what? Knowing people is half the battle, and also it makes things easier in the future.
Yes,
I
it
play my
does.
characters very smart, even though they're dumb. I still play them very
No,
smart.
you're talking about high
Oh,
wisdom.
Kuthar is dumb as hell.
Yeah, no,
This is
Kuthar
wise,
just
though.
doesn't care about like anything. He cares about fighting, making friends, having a good time. There you go.
Fighting
That's my
with
character.
the power of friendship?
No, it's not no anime
No,
bullshit.
it is very
like,
much violence.
It is very much violence, cutting people's heads off, and
Incredible
more
violence.
violence. All right, yeah. Who
yeah,
needs friendship when you have an
Incredible
axe?
violence.
All right. Yeah, no, I'll go get around and know people. I'll interact with some people.
Yeah, so in the tavern, there's a handful of people. It seems like there's a furbolg. One that looks fairly similar to Nicoletta in the way that they have the curling horns, which is not a typical furbolg trait.
Right.
They have like the same kind of vibe of the I think it goes around the horns twice before sticking out in front of the face, and they have like a grayish, grayish almost brown kind of fur color thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, more options. So there's also that dark navy tiefling that Ace talked to earlier with,
Yeah.
along with two Leonins.
Ooh, I'll talk to the Leonins. Those guys look sick.
Yeah. So walking over to these Leonins, one of them looks like basically like a white lion but humanoid.
Yeah.
No kind of discerning features on the face. And they're wearing almost like shoulder pads made of metal that have a purple stripe on them. And the other Leonin across from him just has like a regular, kind of like the business toga that is canon in Oribis, with an almost like pure black cloth wrap kind of deal going on.
Okay.
And as you walk up to them, you kind of hear the end of their conversation. Alright, yeah, I get it. I need to work on my defensive. But that being said, I totally knocked that guy the hell out. And the black robed one kind of responds, I mean, yeah, but that's not the point, is it? The point's not to knock people out, it's to win. And you didn't. And then enter Kuthar.
You guys having a bit of a sparring match?
The player looks at you. You never heard of Helosis?
No, I've not heard of it. What is it? What may it be?
Oh, it's only the best sport in the world, I'll tell you that. And he kind of claps you on the side of the shoulder.
So, what do you do in this type of game?
Oh, all right. It's really great. So you see, there's like two ends, right? And it's like an oval, and there's two sides, and there's two teams, right? And 5 on each team. Three like attackers and 2 defenders. And you have all these javelins, and you take a javelin and you have to stick a javelin into the other side's end. But you also it's great. And the other guy kind of butts in. It's a scoring game, right? So javelin in the other end, only throwing. Violence is very much allowed and kind of encouraged, actually. But again, and he stares daggers into the first Leonin. That is not the point of the game.
So, you're trying to throw a javelin right at the end's goal. Knocking people out is more of a, well, kind of like a gladiator kind of crowd. Then I'm guessing they're like, oh yes, go knock him out, show him who's boss, and then like get a point. Sounds like more of like gladiator games than.
Basically, yeah. It's alright. Alright. Think of it this way. You getting points. That's like neat and all. But if you knock someone out, that means you still get like one player off their team for a little bit, right? So then you
Right.
could score points, and then you could do stuff. Granted, yes, and he kind of puts his hands up, waiting for an interjection. I didn't get points while somebody was knocked out, but
Game seems like a lot of fun.
And fun and profitable. I'll tell you what.
What could you like make out of like a single game if your like team wins? If we're talking.
Depends on what team you're on. What rankings you got. Like right now, Ostium, the Firebolts, they're up top. They're at the top of the rankings. And I'll tell you, that Ruiz kid, he is insane. He's making what? 40, 45 gold basically an hour.
And that much an hour? That's pretty exciting. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good.
And the player kind of jumps up. Yeah, and they're 3-hour games.
They're 3-hour games. Damn. Would you like? I know I can't stay in town for a ton, but you mind if maybe next time I'm in town, you guys show me how to play a game or so?
This Leonin's eyes light up. Looks over to his assumedly like manager or something. Looks back to you. I'll tell you what. If you're here, 2 weeks, right? The Sea Otters are playing my team, right? So we're gonna be playing 2 weeks. I'll let if you come early before the game, I'll let you play. I'll practice with you.
You'll put me in the tournament with you guys as a Sea Otter.
What? No. What? No. Never once did I allude to
very
that.
not the brightest.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I've knocked a couple of people out in my time.
I'll tell you what, right? If we happen to have anyone sick or injured before the game, we will consider it.
All right. Well, I don't know how long whatever we're doing is, but we're heading to Monsibus. We should be back by that time.
All right, yeah, sounds like a deal.
But what may I call you again? So I know
Roberts.
who I'm looking for.
Roberts, he says, and as he turns around to show you, on the back of his shirt, it's just big yellow words on the red field of Roberts 4.
Thor.
And
4, like the number 4.
Oh,
and
four.
I'm guessing you're the manager, right?
Yup,
What's your name?
Declan.
Declan, right. Well, my name's Kuthar. I'm a Goliath, and I should be able to knock a few people over.
I look forward to seeing it. Now, if you won't mind, and he waves over Carolyn for the bill.
Dude, playing fucking games, dude. Oh shit.
Does the field look like a hockey setup?
It looks like essentially, because it takes in the same place as the actual gladiator arena and the horse races do. So it's
Okay.
a long. It's like an oval essentially, like an oblong.
Yeah, something like that. I can't think of it either.
But like a very long oval.
Yeah. Okay, when you said it, I immediately thought about like a hockey kind of setup. But so I literally just put hockey with javelins? Question mark.
Actually, more or less, yeah.
Cause like I get the field is like bigger, but it still looks like hockey.
I mean, violence
with javelin.
encouraged. Get the thing in the thing to get a point. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Actually, the timeout box.
Oh yes, the timeout box.
Alrighty.
Naughty
I just
ice
wanted to make sure I
gremlins.
was describing that right.
Or I think I've seen completely off topic, but I think I've seen ice skaters referred to knife-feeded goblins at one point when talking about the timeout
Knife-footed
box.
ice goblins.
And yeah, I will never not
Knife-footed
refer
ice
to them like
gremlins.
that.
That's amazing.
Best.
Now,
Okay, sorry to interrupt. Like I
That's-
said, I just wanted to know.
so Guthar, is that all you're going to
Yeah.
do tonight? Or are we gonna?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna head back up to bed. Actually,
All right.
I'll have a day of
Early
sleep.
start to the morning tomorrow.
Yeah.
I am still playing the flute.
You go. You do that.
And we share a room.
Would
yeah,
I have
we do share a room. That's right. Do you want to jam? I could jam with you. I'll fucking
Yes.
jam with you. Let's do it. Whip out my
Would-
pan flute.
Would I have seen the Furbolg in the tavern?
Yeah, you definitely would have, just in passing.
Would I recognize them?
Not personally. And this is a great time to do lore. So, you know that there's two technically subtypes of Furbolg. There's the more fey ones, like you, that have fully fledged horns. Because most things in the Fey, like in the Feywild, things really like to develop horns. So Furbolgs that have more Feywild influence are typically horned, while ones that are either born or are spent a majority of their life on the material plane have no horns and are typically paler skinned or paler furred.
And you said what sort of classification? Because we got the Fey and then the.
People typically like almost as an insult call them domesticated.
Okay, I hate to write that down, but okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's not a
I mean,
it's
you
not
are
a
kind
term
of
of
like
endearment.
cow.
It's kind of like it has
It's
the same
direct
vibe as
attack.
Mudbloods, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Yeasty moves.
So I don't know.
Oh.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. Got it.
Racist.
Ha!
So, as the bird and large man duo jam out until the morning, we are going to skip ahead over to
Crab and cow duo. Take a nap.
So, I'm just gonna skip straight to the docks because I'm pretty sure the plan is to set sail this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, set sail.
Still no.
Dude, we could play the ocarina. It's not the ocarina time, the Wind Waker, like, you know, Grand Sea theme. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Like, it's just.
Ooh. Nintendo would have a field day.
Wait, you mean we're finally leaving the side quest town?
Yes.
I
we
think
are.
so.
Finally, after 3 sessions.
That's a thing we can do?
Yes.
Legas.
Look, I wasn't keeping you there.
Oh no, that's
You
all
were
on us.
not.
It just snowballed one thing after
Yeah,
just kept
another. We're like,
giving us content.
more stuff.
Hey, if you give my ADHD brain something shiny over here, I'm gonna ignore the thing I'm doing and go get the shiny thing.
You are truly a crow.
Yeah.
Caw. Hail the crow father.
So as
And
we
so am I, but
That
whatever.
was
Urna.
as we set sail, and as we go, making the round over to the actual physical, it looks like almost this shattered area of aisles. Now, because frickin' Chrome decided to not be nice with me, I cannot move our party token. Yep,
Shit.
it's fine.
So
Pretend the
where'd you
marker.
say we were then?
It's a little 3 almost mini archipelago kind of deal,
Oh, okay.
right before the mouth of the river.
At the entrance to the river.
And as we move along there, first of all, everyone give me a perception check, just because I feel like it.
All right.
And you say,
That is a 19, my guy.
That's a low one for me. I gotta get my modifiers. You said
can I
that was
just use my
perception?
passive perception?
Okay, so
Perception,
it's
yes. If your passive is higher, I'll take it.
Daylight time.
That's a 13 then.
Do you
15.
time
All right.
to
Mine is the 12 or a 6, depending. Whatever's funnier. I don't care. Take
All
both.
right.
So it's fine.
Whatever works.
Alright.
So Kuthar, you looking around notice that 2 things. As you're passing in between 2 of these islands, you could see just barely off in the distance, as if there's some sort of other colored water merging into the rest of this bay. 2, there seems to be a fairly large crow just kind of vibing. You see it's spread wings, almost soaring, but you're pretty sure crows don't do that. It's flying as if it were an eagle, but it's a crow.
I'm gonna fly up to it.
I'm gonna call it out beforehand and say somebody deal with that crow. Somebody.
Andromeda is steering the boat.
Yep. So Ace,
All right, so we.
as you fly up to this crow, you kind of see it in
human
detail
person.
now. It's roughly the size of a large vulture, but with like sleek black feathers, beady black eyes. It doesn't seem aggressive. It's just kind of flying.
I'm just gonna give like a friendly whistle to it.
And it kind of turns its head the way birds do, very sharply. And it just kind of stares at you as you kind of both soar at the same kind of altitude for a bit.
If it's not harmful, I'll just vibe with it and watch out for the boat.
Alright. So as the boat goes further and further into this river, Kuthar, this liquid that you saw merging with the rest of the water,
Yep.
it still is clear, but it seems almost like some sort of milky, like,
Oh,
runoff.
Oh, I smell a fucking mimic. No, I'm sorry.
Ryan, I.
All right.
Kuthar turned Aussie.
Yeah, no, I can do a really
Alright.
good Australian accent. No. So
It's a
could
pretty
I
big.
take a look at closer to the water that is forming because I feel like it is weird?
Yeah.
Or could I call over? Actually, you know what? I'm going to call over Nicoletta. Nicoletta, could you look at this with me? The water is turning a little bit of a weird it's mixing.
See what he's
Someone
talking
could
about.
take over steering. I could take a look as well.
I think this is more of an Andromeda
All right.
sort of thing, and I'll take over.
Alright.
Let Andromeda
Okay.
go.
My turn. What should I roll?
That's a good question. I'm gonna let you decide. My answer will depend on which roll.
Nature.
Give me an nature.
Wait. Nature is wisdom, right? No
Yes.
intelligence. It
Oh.
honestly does not matter what I do
You
roll.
want, if you have a higher wisdom than intelligence, I'll take it based on a wisdom check, because nature being intelligence feels weird for me.
Yeah, all of the classes
You
that
look
should
at the
use
nature.
nature are wisdom based.
Yep.
Uh, 14. No, wait. Yeah, 14.
So looking at this, it's definitely not what you would consider natural. It seems like some sort of runoff. Yeah. It kind of looks like what you get when when you put water over rice to like boil it, but the rice has a weird cloudy kind of liquid that you have to
Yeah.
drain out.
Yeah.
It looks extremely similar to that.
Does that mean I should roll an Arcana check?
If you want to.
I'll do that. The way I can weasel that into being wisdom, though. uh, I got a 9.
Whatever this is, it doesn't seem to be magical.
Okay, so that crosses off literally everything. Medicine.
I am going to respectfully say no, because this is just going to turn into a bunch of rolls about the one thing until you get it.
Yeah, no, that was a joke.
Okay.
It does not appear to be natural, but it is not magical either. So, yeah, maybe someone poured alcohol in.
So as Nicoletta keeps on steering the boat, not too much farther in, pretty much everyone is able to spot a kind of draining, almost like ditch thing that's coming in. It looks like from the side to the north, going deeper in. going deeper into the forest, rather, may I say.
Draining into the forest?
The draining is coming out of the forest and mixing,
Oh.
kind of like draining off whatever this liquid is into the rest of the water.
Can we see? And you said the water's murky?
Yeah, it's fairly murky. It's the way it's going is it seems like there's I'm trying to explain this, but my words aren't words right now.
Fair enough.
This liquid is murky, and as it runs off, you could clearly see that it doesn't mix perfectly with water, and that
Yeah.
instead it's kind of swirling around in the rest of the kind of water.
Okay.
Trigger.
Can I see anything from where it's coming from up in the sky?
Yes, you can just barely follow this drain kind of ditch-like thing over pretty deep into the forest before it just kind of stops. To follow
I'm
it
gonna
any
fly
further,
lower
you
to
probably
follow
have
it.
to fly.
Well, I'm gonna go to the ground and start following it.
Alright. So as Ace pulls away from the rest of the party and drops down near this drainage kind of stream, and you start following it deeper into this forest, the crow just kind of suddenly lands with you and starts walking, just physically walking as you do.
To a stop if. Because we can't see Ace anymore, can we?
No, you can't.
Nope.
You did
Yeah, I'm gonna
notice
pull
him
the boat to a
land,
stop.
but you don't have a visual on him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll anchor the boat for now.
Is the crow walking like up the drainage thing?
Yeah, he's basically following you.
Okay, then I'm just continue on.
And he's doing like the way birds walk. How it's not even like he's bobbing his head. It's more just his head is stabilized and he's just like sticking his foot out as far as he can and then putting it to the ground. It looks very, very, very silly.
Mime crow. Sorry.
Nice.
Just us being stupid.
The bird bros just following the drain. So Nicoletta,
So how far does it lead?
fairly far, like farther than you could see. Nicoletta, you anchor the boat successfully, and everyone's following Ace.
I just
Yes.
stopped because suddenly Ace wasn't with us.
May
And
I
they
follow
dropped down.
Ace?
Yeah, everyone can hop
Yeah.
out of the boat.
Okay, then
Sorry, I saw
I'll
a shiny.
It's okay. I'll say I moved the boat closer to the shore of the river.
Mhm.
Or the archipelago.
So
And then hop off.
yeah, going along. You guys can catch up with Ace and his new crow buddy. As you move,
Giant crow, but still a
giant crow. Yes. Let's not forget this thing is easily like pretty much at almost everyone's waist. Like how tall it is.
So
And it's
as we sorry.
No, continue.
I was gonna say as we walk up, I'm gonna kind of look at it, and I have no clue how this works. But I have speech of beast and leaf
Yes,
as
you
one of my
do.
racial
Means
traits.
animals can understand you, but you can't understand them.
My computer fell asleep. I was gonna ask, what are you doing?
I'm going up the drainage thing.
Oh,
See where it goes.
right.
I believe she has an ability similar to me. She can talk to animals, correct?
Sorry.
You can talk to animals, correct?
I think they kind of just know
What
what I'm
little we know
saying.
of your species, that is an ability you should possess.
I guess I don't really talk to many people like me.
Is neither do I.
So as Nicolette asks that
sorry.
to the crow, it turns its head and then kind of like squints as much as a crow reasonably can.
I just kind of turn my head like to the side, kind of like the dog hearing a squeaky toy sort of thing. Just kind of. There's a GIF of it somewhere. It's easier to explain with a GIF.
No, I understand what you mean though. Like,
Oh, I spelled it wrong. That.
I don't have Discord open. Give me a sec.
It's the Coraline when she's looking at the cat.
Oh yeah.
It's just kind of doing that. Ace, I also just saw your meme.
I also just saw that. Not
God
mine.
damn it. Dear Lord.
It's crazy how long it would take people to say anything about it.
Yeah,
I noticed. I just didn't
the first
say
time I
anything.
checked Discord, basically this whole session.
What a welcome.
Oh. So.
Okay.
Yes, the microwave shaking violently in the cat with the human mouth, and
course,
vegan
love it.
vampires.
Vegan vampire.
And vegan vampires.
What the fuck is a vegan vampire?
Coconut water.
Coconut water can be used as emergency blood transfusions.
Anyway.
Really? Are you okay, alright.
You've gotten so sidetracked.
Welcome
Alright.
to the fucking nature channel,
Big
but it's
Bird.
vampire shit.
We have giant fish and big bird.
Big fish.
Yeah.
Big
Big
fish.
fish.
Big fish. Big bird.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Crow.
crow,
At least 10
should I
feet
ask
tall.
for a nature or an insight check?
Dude, Sesame Street has
Insight.
nothing on this shit, dude.
Yeah, I'll have insight.
Big
No.
bird.
We're just adult Sesame Street.
Yeah.
I
With
missed my box.
violence.
Sesame Street with blood and swears.
Yeah.
I think that was
Yeah.
cocked. I'm just turning my dice box around so I can actually throw it better. That is a 6.
This is actually pretty easy to pick up on. This crow,
Still going to dice jail.
this crow either isn't listening to you or doesn't understand you.
Can I try speaking to it?
Can I speak to an Eric Cochran?
Okay, let's go Andromeda first. You can
Hold
only
on.
speak to aquatic animals, I thought.
Before we do that, let me click my specific ability that allows me to speak to specifically aquatic beasts.
Yes.
Crow obviously is aquatic, duh. Semi-aquatic
Yeah,
egg-laying
you never
mammal of
know.
action, duh.
It's Moby Duck.
Moby Duck.
What are you doing, kid?
This crow now not even changing its expression, and I cannot stress this enough. It is still a bird. Very little facial expression. Just looking at you and cocking its head to the side again.
I have an idea. I'm gonna look back into it, but staring at it menacingly.
Nope.
Intimidate the bird.
Intimidate the bird so it tells us its secrets.
No, give me an intimidation check. Screw you.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm gonna look at
Natural
it though.
one.
I'm just gonna look
Natural
at
one.
it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm
Yeah,
gonna look at it.
give me a check. I want to see how well this goes.
Yeah.
I'm vibing with the Crow Father. Don't disrupt him.
Please,
All right, I've
can
got
I?
it. Hold on. Yeah. That is a 11 plus 4.
You
15.
see this crow.
Yeah, 15.
Actually, wait, no. I want to roll against this. I want to see what this crow has to say.
Please let it be Crow Father. Please.
The crow stares back at you with like the same intensity. It is matching your energy.
Bop. Yes.
It's a matching. The staring contest is going well. That is
yes.
good.
And this is all still while we're walking.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go up to it and in Eric Hawker and just say like, "Who's a good bird?" and just like scratch its neck feathers.
Oh.
This is mildly demeaning. Do you not think so?
In Eric Hawker.
Yeah.
So like, unless you guys speak that language.
This
Listen, I am-
crow-
I said,
very
do you
much
speak
do
my
not.
language?
This crow, not
I'm earning.
not breaking its stare with Kuthar, just kind of jumps. As
I'm
you
earning this
try and
man's
pet it.
respect right now. Stop it. I'm earning the
I know
crow's
crows like
respect.
shiny things, so I'm gonna hand it a gold.
Again, still not breaking its
Right.
staring contest. It just opens its beak and closes it around the gold piece.
I just continue to like
So
pet it as we
money.
walk.
It's like ruffling its feathers. It doesn't
Do
appreciate
do I stare
stop
more
then.
intensely, or do I give the head nod, or do I give it a shake, like a shake of the hand? Good. I see. You know what? I think I'm going to acknowledge that it has good staring, and I'm gonna be like, "Very good contest, my feathered friend. I think you've won for now, but we will have another fight like this later on."
It's still unmoving.
I'm going to do more staring. I'm
Yeah.
going to stare like I've ever stared before. I'm gonna fucking put my heart and soul to the
The
staring
heart of the cards
contest.
in this crow
I am
staring
going-
contest.
I am going to scare it with my eyes. I'm gonna pull the biggest scary face that I have, and just like
And
Do you want me to roll another?
If you want to roll another, I'll let you roll one more.
No, but if you don't want me to, that's fine. I can just.
No, you want to do it, do it. In this
Alright,
one case, I will let you do the same thing
Just
twice.
because it's a staring contest and I love it. It's fun. All right, so that is a 10 plus 4, 14.
Again.
Mm.
You see, this crow looks at you. Its eyes just kind of go down to its gold piece in its mouth, and it becomes disinterested and walks away.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought.
And as
Did it
this-
react to you talking to it?
it recognized that there is sound, but that's pretty much it.
Oh.
Eric Hawker language is punctured with a lot of chirps and bird noises.
You should have had him on the Twitter.
Fuck you.
Okay.
This is just a little disappointing.
Oh, come
A
on.
little?
I'm perturbed.
We disappointed in you.
Anyways, as this nature walk goes on to the edge of the mainland, there seems to be some sort of cave-like thing coming up ahead.
Fucking cave.
I hope it's not that type of cave.
It's essentially like a hill with it's like a sheer cliff that seems like some sort of hill around it, and there's a like circular entrance hewn into this. You're not sure if it was somehow like carved out or just natural cave, but there seems to be light as this drainage kind of stream even widens as it goes into this cave.
I'm gonna fly up to the cave and then look for somewhere to like attach a rope to, so someone else can come up.
No, so it's on the ground, I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you said like the.
No, so it's on the
Cave
bottom
was on,
of
like, a-
this sheer cliff.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then I'm just gonna go in. Well, I'm gonna light a
Odd.
torch first, and then I'm gonna go in.
Dude, cave shit. Let's fucking go. I'm going right in there.
So
Cave shit. Yeah.
as you guys go just barely further, roughly like, so for Ace, as soon as you kind of walk in, you notice at the very end of this cave there's light.
Nice.
And yeah, Ace, I'm gonna need a perception check real quick.
That's a 16.
And you hear voice coming in this cave. You don't recognize the language.
Hmm. What does the language sound like? I mean, not like the languages, but like, is it like a more guttural language?
It is
Is it more like
very
flowing?
esoteric. The closest thing you have
What?
ever heard from this language is the language that the snail folk speak.
What just spoke?
It's not directed towards you. It's more like muted chatter coming from the direction of the light.
I'm gonna stealth if that's the case. I'm gonna put out my
The hell
torch,
just spoke?
and I'm gonna stealth.
Mhm.
All right.
Wait,
I'm gonna ready up with my axe.
what's up,
I'm-
Orlov?
So as we go into this cave and slowly make our way up, first of all, there's a couple things we see. There's this massive, almost circular. It seems like almost like a distilling barrel. That's like on four kind of stilts, elevated, and it's draining something. That's kind of going on this cave floor. But this thing on stilts, there's like. So right now, you guys are on the entrance level. There's another cliff, maybe like 15 feet straight down, and there's a wider open area. As this place seems like, and is quite literally teeming with kobolds.
I am
Oh.
stealthing. I'm just saying that now.
Give me a stealth check.
I guess if we're all
That
following.
is a 14 plus 7.
Oh,
For
that's a number.
21?
So 21.
That's a number, it is sure.
Yeah, that is a number more than 2.
21 stealth. The hell?
If I had seen Ace starting to stealth, I would have also
Yep.
followed with stealth. Yeah.
Make me your check.
Yeah.
What is with the rolls? 8.
Alright.
Everything's just going into dice jail.
I'm not gonna commit a stealth, Mr. Zins, because I know being a Goliath of 7'8", I am not gonna fucking.
You don't want to.
I am not
not
gonna
gonna screw it
risk
up.
shit. I'm not gonna risk shit.
I'm an inch shorter than you, and I still got an 8.
So, as you're looking
Stealthing,
over,
I got a little distracted. What's happening?
so essentially,
Wolves.
there's the entrance, a long
Okay.
kind of, a long almost corridor-like shape out of this cave, and then
Huh?
there's an edge, a 15-foot drop downwards, and a larger room that continues.
So
Basically,
we're
on
trying to
your
enter
level,
this cave.
There's an elevated section and a lower section. All the kobolds are on the lower section, and there's a kind of
Okay.
barrel, large, maybe like 10-foot tall thing that is from the floor to your guys' level, and it's draining off something. That is what this runoff is.
May I check to see how many
Oh,
kobolds
stealth
there are
time.
down there?
Yeah. Give me a perception check. Just don't roll a 1.
I actually rolled
19
an
stealth.
18. Nice. 18.
Andromeda,
19
aren't you wearing
stealth.
heavy armor?
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Ah, shit. Here we go
So
You
again.
what
would have
was
been
that?
great.
the
Fuck.
18. The 18.
9.
Yeah, 18.
All right. So 18 perception. As you look around, there's a whole whack ton of them.
All right.
So-
a whole whack ton means a lot more for me to take a stab at, but at the same time, I know there's like too much for even our group. So I'm gonna. I really want to do this, and I really,
Okay,
really
alright.
want to do
Can I
this.
quickly explain the
yeah.
area first before you
Yeah.
jump into anything?
I got a 9.
So on this area, there's the big distilling barrel, on like this elevated platform.
I was right, it is alcohol.
And as you're going out, there seems to be like 4 almost tables, like long rectangular ones. Each table has roughly 3 kobolds.
Okay.
So there's like a good 12 of them just at these tables, and they
Alright.
seem like they're cutting up some sort of. You're not sure whether it's a fruit or a vegetable. It's some sort of plant, and then they're kind of swiping it into this massive like bucket on the side of the table.
See.
At the end of the cave, there is a kobold with like a bit weirder skin pattern, as there's like a white spot that almost looks like a miniature skull over their already small kobold face.
Must be the chief.
And they have a long scimitar on their belts, and like a flowing red like overcoat, and they have their hands on their hips,
Fucking
one
babies.
1 foot on a barrel, just kind of standing triumphantly over their operation.
I may have an
What the
idea,
fuck is happening here?
but I need the warlock for this idea.
I mean, sadly,
What?
Arthur isn't here.
He
Damn it.
disappeared in a puddle of salt water.
But here's the thing that I really wanted to do, and it would be funny. You know the big distillery thing with like that's like up where I am, like in the middle of the room that could like slowly pour down on them. If I had anything that could catch flame, I would just literally cut the huge barrel, send the alcohol all over them, and then boom,
Oh, I
big
am well aware
explosion.
that alcohol is
That would have
explosive.
that would have been fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that would have been really that would have been a cool thing. I could check what I have on me, but I mean, at the same time, I don't want to put my group in danger. I just thought that idea was pretty cool.
What are those things? Why are the lizards so big?
I'm gonna like. Is there any ways-ins I can get down there?
It seems
Staircase.
like there's a very like rough looking staircase, as if there
Okay.
wasn't really a staircase ever, and it's more just natural erosion that has like very shallow steps.
Where's the rest of everybody right now?
They're all beside you. I'm assuming
Okay.
everyone's like creeping up to
We
look
gonna
over the whole deal.
head on down there, or what are we gonna do?
I would like to attempt to participate
Surprise
in
attack.
diplomatic relations with them. No attacking.
I was gonna go for the
Kobolds
surprise
deal
attack,
so much
but
damage.
What?
Kobolds cause a lot of chaos for villages.
The hell is a kobold?
Those things.
big
It's a giant
reptile.
lizards.
Trust me, they're not gonna give you the diplomatic.
It is worth a shot, at the very least.
But if it doesn't go well, hey Ace, you wanna attack
Sneak
the big
attack.
guy at the back? Yeah,
Yes.
I like that idea.
Oh my fuck.
Wait, you said they're cutting something up?
Yeah, some sort of plant.
Is this a brewery?
That was my idea. That is why I wanted to talk to them.
Does Orbis have any sort of kobold drinks or like
No,
something
but
like
since
this?
you have worked in a bar and you know somewhat your alcohols,
Yeah.
give me, let's call this,
They're making vodka.
let's call this just straight intelligence.
Oh well, that's a 0, so I have to rely on my roll.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on,
everything I've had to
Bahamut.
roll today.
Fucking 9. I'm mad at my rolls today. I've gone through 4 dice now.
You definitely recognize this as some sort of distillery. You're not sure quite for what.
I would like to roll, but I can guarantee Andromeda would not know anything about
Yeah, I
alcohol
would have
at all.
imposed disadvantage. Seeing as how you asked
No,
what a
Andromeda
kobold
just-
was not even a minute ago, yeah, that would have been disadvantage.
Oh, like Andromeda doesn't drink alcohol at all.
There's also that, yeah.
First time at a bar was when we slept there.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Orbis, for somebody who hasn't been drinking ever and seeing immediately the
Andromeda
first
was
town.
very confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'll get him used to it. No.
So, what's the plan?
I think
Andromeda is going to walk down the stairs.
I don't think that's necessary. We don't. They're just making drink.
This is why I want to talk to them.
Well, I'll hide over here away from you guys so that you don't blow my hiding. And when they inevitably turn on you, I'll fire on them.
Yeah, just let us know. We'll be in the background.
I'm gonna actually follow Andromeda, kind of.
Alright.
I'm gonna have my
bit of
bow
backup.
out and arrow drawn, like just waiting, like aimed at one of the kobolds for whenever they make an aggressive move.
I'm gonna probably walk down there with them and just you know, be big tall.
Got it.
Intimidating.
Be big
So,
tall, yes.
As the three of you walk down these incredibly steep steps that are essentially straight down, and you make it to the floor,
Oh, it's not bad.
you see 15 kobold heads just turn to you, and the triumphant skull-faced one looks. Well,
I put my hands up.
If it isn't the consequences of my own inaction. And he's squinting his eyes at you.
I would like to tell you that you are leaking some of whatever the hell you are making into the nearby river.
So it may seem.
So, Messi, you literally are. We followed the runoff.
You have no proof.
Oh,
They have very obvious proof.
Nope.
I would like
no.
to
What do you mean?
request
No. Come on.
what-
Come on, guys. You saw nothing. What? That was
I mean-
water. We're making water here.
Very much was not. How do you make water?
I don't know, but we're doing it.
You are very
This is
much not
cool.
making water.
I mean, you don't know that. We're totally not
very
doing
much
an illegal
do.
hob operation.
You do what now?
I mean, nothing. Nothing. We're doing nothing. As I
An
said, we're making water.
illegal. Illegal operation, I see.
Wait, are you making alcohol?
No.
I'm gonna go up to the nearest. Do they have I guess the best term would be like a vat sort of thing of like.
So there was the physical
Hey.
distillery, that's propped up. They have on one of the tables there is like a kind of barrel that the plants are put into and water is poured into.
Why are you
Smell
so
it.
confident? Is a question I have.
Cause I am Gob, leader of, and he turns over
Wait.
to a person at
Gob.
the table. Hey,
Gob.
what's our clan again? He's like, good question.
It's scales.
Do we have a name?
I could name you.
I'd rather you not. I am Gob.
Clan of Goblin.
Actually, that's Gob and the Gobs. I quite like that actually.
That sounds like a boy band.
That is not the point.
Sorry.
I am the
Gob and the
triumphant
Goblin?
leader,
Goblin the
and
Goblin sounds like a
you
punk
like a
rock
bard
don't
band.
have any authority over us.
I
What do I
never
smell?
claimed we did.
What do I smell from the barrel?
A very strong alcohol smell. Like it is pervasive.
This is amazing. So, why are you in... What exactly are you?
I mean, have you never Cobalt? Come on, come on! And he points
What?
to everyone. Oh,
Andromeda, have you not gotten outside recently? That's a kobold.
yeah, we're like
have
lizard
been
folk, but
outside.
smaller.
Do you touch grass?
She touches
Encountered
seagrass.
grass before.
It's just a question. Don't make...
What specific type of grass are you?
No, I mean
inquiring
land
about?
grass, like land grass.
Yeah,
The-
like it's
a
pretty
half
much everywhere.
crocodile,
It's
basically.
It's pretty hard to like
I mean, I
not
wear
touch it.
boots.
I mean, have you ever heard of a half crocodile, half lizard kind of thing? It's like they're not really like
That
full
sounds
lizards.
fucking horrifying.
Well, that's what they are right there. That's what you're
I'm-
looking at.
I'm not sure whether to be
These
offended
little
or
fools
kind
are
of like
adorable.
impressed or like what's the word?
You should be
flattered.
impressed.
Yeah,
You should be
thanks.
impressed this man's meeting you for the first time.
I mean,
Woman.
This woman's meeting you for the first time. I'm sorry about the
bud,
pronouns.
Bud, like, you're like 7 feet tall, but like
Really horrible.
Come on.
Shit. I should rethink
Like
my...
you are extremely intimidating, but like I can't really take you seriously after that. I'm sorry.
You don't have to take me
Yes.
intimidation.
So-
This was not a factor for you to laugh at. You're selling alcohol.
No,
Wait,
we're
you're
making
selling
you
alcohol?
water,
Wait.
like I have claimed multiple times before.
Let me smell your
This is
soup
Someone
then.
who's worked in a fucking bar. This is not water.
Says
This is the
who?
strongest, most
Distributing this
putrid sort of vodka I've ever
Andromeda adds
smelled.
heavy air quotes too. So are you selling this water?
Maybe.
That sounds guilty.
I mean, no. Maybe means yes or
Hey.
no. So technically, no. But also yes.
Yes,
In this scenario, I think it means yes.
I
very
mean,
much.
that's for you to interpret, man. I didn't say
So what's
nothing.
what's the price of this water? Water should be
I
one
mean, Okay,
copper.
so right, we're going to
Or free.
sell it out of town, and they're gonna buy it. That's for sure.
All right, could I try to intimidate
Yeah,
this man?
Give me an intimidation.
Because I'm
check,
like I'm
please.
getting a little bit
Please.
mad at this.
Please put a
I-
stop to this.
I will. I'm sorry.
These
It
people
was
are
my fault
great.
first. All right.
Kobolds.
That is an 18 plus 4. Let's go. I'll take that.
So how
Take
do
that,
you
Stu.
intimidate this very self-confident
It's
kobold?
either you're
no.
selling alcohol or you're selling alcohol. Now, me and my friends can obviously smell the alcohol coming from this like gigantic, you know, what was it you said? Because Lauren, what did you say?
distillery.
Thank
You
you,
froze
thank
that.
you. My language isn't the best, but I'm gonna tower over him, and I'm gonna be like, so who are you selling it to? This water.
And he
The frills on the
very
side of Andromeda's
confidently-
head just shoot outwards as he says smell.
Yeah, I just want water to come out of my mouth and hit him when I say
Oh,
smell. Like I just want like that fucking like bit of spit to hit the fucking brow. Just like I want to make a point here, dude.
You see, he also
What is that smell?
sticks his face into yours, and it's like, well, first of all, maybe I'm gonna take you seriously now. That was actually pretty scary. Also, it's if you're gonna call it alcohol, at least like call it by its regular. I mean, I'm not slick. I understand that, but like, at least call it hob.
Hob?
Hob.
Do I recognize that name?
Hob.
Your gob
yeah,
making hob.
Anybody who has any connection whatsoever to either kobolds or alcohol, give me a history check.
Coming from the mines, I have a lot of alcohol, so shit.
15.
I'll let Hindar and Nicoletta.
This excludes everything about Andromeda.
I actually do have a proficiency in history. Shit. All right.
Huh.
Cool.
I have a 15.
What is my proficiency bonus?
Alright, with the 15, you could definitely get it. It's not that high of a check.
Dude, I'm literally gonna have to show you my rolls because I'm bouncing it off of my fucking can of like big gulp, and I keep getting 18s. But like, I will literally show you my screen and my face, and I will smile each time I roll.
Today's date is Saturday 11th.
18. It's
Saturday
a dirty
11th,
20.
2022.
9/11.
This is video proof that I got 4 18s in one game.
Yeah. No, but it's a dirty 20. But yeah.
Yeah. So both of you guys would know. Hob is essentially the kobold version of moonshine. Like the
no,
most
it is
rough
vodka.
alcohol possible.
I mean, I could
Is
make
it-
friends with this man right now and get me some supply here. Because I mean,
Is it illegal in Ireland?
Oh, very much so. It's in
Oh,
shit.
in certain towns. It's even like it's in certain towns. It's labeled as a air quotes deadly weapon because multiple people, as in
Probably
halflings
is.
and gnomes, have had an actual glass of this, and the alcohol content has put them in hospital for multiple weeks.
Wait, quick question. Is the bird
My
still with
God.
us?
The crow is just looking over Ace's shoulder.
You
Smelling
found
ya.
the familiar. Congratulations.
I'd be
Big
fine with
bird.
this.
I was kind of scared because from what I understand in general of crows is they like to eat other eggs.
It's just vibing.
I mean, not god eggs.
Also,
The hesitation from Zins has me second guessing.
can I just say the egg is like bigger than its head?
What?
That's true. Anyway, sorry.
What even is this hob?
I mean water. It's
it's-
water. Yep, that's what it is.
No, it is not. It very much is.
I
It
mean,
is literally almost choking me right now.
It's highly illegal in Ireland.
Oh, hey, yeah.
you see
It's-
the lead kobold kind of goes like Jim from The Office faced of like just flat. I mean, yeah,
Is-
I guess you could put it
Ooh.
that way. I just like to say we get kicked out when we try and sell it anywhere.
Then why do you keep
Why are
making
you
it?
making it?
I mean, this is what we know how to do. Make booze.
I
And we're quite good at it, might I say.
could I loot it? Could I loot it somehow?
But that
Only
ruins
this
the
product
integrity
is
of the
illegal.
drink. Come on.
Actually, it
The
improves it
kobolds
because you can
even drink
sell
it.
it.
Hmm?
Do you even drink it?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna grab
Don't
him.
they have like a constitution of 9?
Have a glass
gonna
right
grab
now.
'em?
I'm
Yeah,
grabbing
sure.
I'm grabbing a mug or whatever I can get and handing it
Have
to
a
him.
fucking glass
Yeah, you
right
hand him a
now.
mug, a tankard, of this alcohol, and you just see he's like, bottoms up, and frickin' downs it. Like, not even thinking about it. Slams the mug on the ground.
The mug bounces up and hits him in the jaw.
Essentially, yeah, because his nose sticks out like a foot.
Kobolds have like a constitution of 9.
Yep.
Maybe these ones don't.
I'm waiting
These
for
ones
the dice
probably have
roll
a
on
higher
Zinz's side.
constitution.
Oh, for con? You're
I'm
sure,
waiting for the
frickin'.
roll. Because I don't know. I was just genuinely
Let us
waiting for
know
you
if
to
it's
do
a
it.
natural one.
you see he is fine. He like
Oh,
he's like,
okay.
all right, so what's up? What are we doing? Like, you guys want to buy some customers?
Should I test this?
No.
You guys are imperial
Hold on.
soldiers.
Kurdar, you should test this, right?
No.
You want me to test this?
No.
There are ways to fix it. Is genuinely alcohol.
You see,
We're
the kobold
government
just kind of-
soldiers about to drink illegal moonshine.
Yep.
It's
And
not illegal if no one knows.
the kobold.
I
If a
know,
tree
and I'm a
falls in a
bitch.
forest, is anybody still here?
Well, technically, we are the you know. I'm not gonna say it out loud, but you know, technically.
Corruption?
Hey,
No,
The
no, you
kobolds-
know what we are. You know.
The kobold takes his knee, his 1 foot off the barrel and fully sits on it. His feet are like a good 2 inches off the ground, so he's just like
how much do
basically
you want for
like,
him to have one
playing
cup?
with his feet. So what's up?
How much do you want for him to have 1 cup?
Why are you trying to get him drunk?
Oh,
Why are we
oh,
trying to get
Because I
me
can
drunk?
fix it if it is a problem.
You want to sell it?
Because you are the
Am I selling
tallest
it?
one
Are-
here.
are you-
We are
What
not.
do you mean?
You are
We are
selling
government
1 cup
employees.
to us. Just we are testing
I just
if
look up
this
back
is
at-
actually illegal.
I'd
It's
say she would know.
it's
I've come out of
highly-
hiding at this point.
It's highly illegal. I can't do
Oh,
accents.
oh,
Fuck.
there's a lot of you. All right. So
There
like,
are more of you though.
I mean, yeah. So what is this? Like a sting operation? This
No,
like
this is just
planned,
us
or did you like
going
walk
somewhere.
into a random
We've-
cave and like, hey, look, there's people there
We
making
followed-
illegal booze?
We
followed
followed
a
your
trail
runoff.
of
As I said, you have no proof.
Losing some product.
We
Check your product
Nicoletta.
quantity. You should be making more.
Nicoletta,
what?
we are the cops. We are the
We're not.
police.
Be very
I don't-
much are not.
We are the people that should be telling this man it's illegal. We
As far
Okay.
as we know,
We're
they haven't sold a
drinking.
single barrel.
Wait, are you trying to buy a single barrel now? What?
No.
Oh, I thought
Okay.
I heard you say like, you know what?
Oh,
Fine, we'll
God.
just take a barrel.
Oh.
Nicoletta
no, and
says this
Catherine-
is Hob,
Oh.
so I trust her. He said it's Hob. He himself said it was this illegal substance.
I
that
kind
they're
of gesture
making.
to Ace as if like, see, there's your proof.
Okay,
That's how
by
I'm
the
gesturing to Ace.
authority of the Aurelian Empire, you are under arrest.
Here's an idea.
No.
And you see all of
We're
the
going to die if
kobolds
we fight
jump
them.
on the tape on their respective benches, pulling out just straight like both of them 2 knives, like all 15 of them essentially. Gob takes out his cinnabar. All right then, woo! Fight!
Can I? Can
And
I?
we are
I'm
going
okay.
to
the
end
arrow
the
I've had
session
ready this
here.
entire conversation.
No,
Do not kill
please, please.
enemies.
Let me try to. No, I want to go invisible and try and just grab him by the neck.
We are going to end the session here, and combat will initiate
No.
right after. Right,
Okay, can I
right
just
off
make
the
it-
bat
Son
tomorrow,
of
or
a
tomorrow next
bitch!
week.
Can I just make a note that I've had my bow readied for
Oh, yeah,
like
that's completely
any
fine.
aggressive action? So like,
So,
Yeah.
first of all, 2 things. 1, I'll see you next week. 2, you guys leveled up. Level 2. You'll be going into the battle with
Hey.
new abilities and stuff.
I
You're
got
welcome.
action
I'm
surge. I
so
can go
mad at you.
again. Let's
it's time
go,
to
dude.
roll a d10 for a hit
Mike.
dice.
Oh yeah, true. I have to roll a d.
Gob lives forever!
Right, so
Oh,
I'm gonna
that-
roll that
That's
on
a
Google.
really big
now.
fish.
I'm gonna roll that on shit on Google actually. Actually, I can roll it right here.
Who is doing that?
Not
it's
me.
D10, so I'll just roll my D12 for right now.
Son of a bitch! I'm so mad. No.
Okay, so I got
Yeah.
because here's the thing, Zins. I want to do I really want to do out of 3 things because I'm looking at my my 3rd level martial archetype. I want to do a rune knight. That shit sounds cool.
Yeah.
It really fucking does.
It's
Like,
if it's official, I'll
Oh.
say almost guaranteed yes to it.
Yeah, no, it's not
In Tasha's,
official.
yeah.
It's Tasha's. It's Tasha's.
That's-
Yeah,
that's
it's
official.
Tasha's.
That's official.
Okay, it's official. We're good.
Yeah.
No UA bullshit. I'm not doing that shit.
Now,
That's
UA
too
I will
complicated.
take under if you let me know beforehand.
Yeah.
Like
I
I'm
got to
Drakewood
find
and Ranger.
Okay, well that D10. Okay, so
So
I'm pretty
if
sure
you're
it's a
rolling
fighter
for
is a
health,
D10, right?
As a heads up,
Yeah.
if you're rolling for health right now,
Yeah.
I
did.
will re-roll once, so you get a minimum
No.
of 2.
I don't need one. I got a nat
I-
10 on a D10. I'm
Ooh,
good.
So
I'm
yeah,
fine.
It's a nat 10
I'm-
plus your con mod, and that's your new health.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
your
gonna,
added
I'm gonna
health.
fucking.
And it's
Go.
1 dice that you have,
Yes,
not
it's
the.
1 dice plus your con, so Nicoletta, you're a D12.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure before I accidentally did
Yeah.
what I did the first season.
I can't believe you exponentially did health. How does that even happen?
Because I'm a dumbass.
did what?
Constitution
Because
is
D&D
Wait,
Beyond,
what
it
did you
says
do?
like it says like
23,
your level
Barbarian-
times a D8.
26.
So
So,
every
like-
level for the
That's
first like 2 levels, she
all right.
accidentally added.
All right, let's go, guys.
Yeah, so it was-
26
I think it was, like-
HP. Let's
I
go.
think it was like 2D.
I'm a
Ah.
Ranger with 24 HP.
And I just
Hey.
rolled 2D8s
Yeah,
every time.
I have 26 HP for my fighter. That is pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'll
need to
take
find
that
my
level
Yeah,
two.
25.
Hey,
Right.
we're all tanky.
Taking martial archery for
I
like
can't
I
find
have
my
plus
D12.
2.
I have 19 AC, 26 HP. I like that. I'll take it.
I rolled a 9.
I'm gonna. You know what? I've
We're
not
all
had a
doing
chance.
well.
Oh, nah.
I've not had a chance to use my gemstone
Get
D12.
magic.
Any gemstone dice. I'm gonna use that for good luck tonight.
All right.
For hit dice.
Now, for the purposes of both Andromeda and Ace both getting magic, I will say automatically, I don't care if like long rest or anything, you could automatically prepare the number of
Huh.
spells you need to.
Thank you.
Okay.
Because
I'm
you're
taking
going in the
good
middle of a
berry.
battle with 15 kobolds. I'll let it slide.
I'm taking
Ah.
good berry, so I have
Apple
something to give to
host.com.
downed members, but run the inevitable last one alive.
All right. So, on that note, thank you all for watching. If you still are,
SHD got pinged. Hold on.
we'll see what happens next session on Legends of Aqquar. Da-na-na-na, theme song.